Is it that most competent or astute board can still fail audit in the public sector? In the public sector, audit is conducted to exact economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. And by doing that, several things are considered. The public financial management laws, procurement laws, taxes, laws about taxation, as well as acceptable operational procedures and pronouncements that have been made. And therefore, it makes compliance very, very difficult. It makes compliance very difficult. And therefore, most boards need to rely on the competencies of the professionals that they have. And sometimes the board is not even able to assess and identify the risk that are subsumed in the operations of the organization. This makes it very difficult, and sometimes very competent or astute board can still fail audit. So what then should board of directors do? For a board to avoid audit infractions, the only way out is for the board to understand every bit of the organization's operations. And if they understand the bits or the components of the operations of the organization, the board will be able to identify the risk that pertain to that specific organization and put in place controls that will respond to those risks. Sometimes the controls or the risk are clearly identified and the specific controls are put in place. But the implementation of such controls also become very challenging. And at the end of the day, the identified risks still crystallize into audit infraction or audit queries at the end of the period. So for a board to effectively, respond through its controls, identify risks, they need to have a standard operating procedures in place. Most of the times, organizations operate without standard operating procedures, and therefore they are not consistent with what the law says, what the procedures are, and what are the practice. And at the end of the day, though things are done right, but they are not done in the context of the acceptable practice, which is, classified in the law, and that leads to audit infraction. So, standard operating procedures remain very important, and every board, is supposed to ensure that there are standard operating procedures in place so that the level of audit infractions can be reduced. Let me know what you think in the comment section.